Listen, Colleen, this is Thyroid Beast.
Thyroid Beast.
This is us. We have to give you some pretty hard feedback.
You're not going to want to hear it.
You're not going to want to hear this. This is going to have to be public. This is feedback from family members of thyroid sufferers. Here it comes. Hard stuff.
We've suffered too.
We've suffered. Are you recording this?
I know. So we are going to Omaha to the airport to pick little Bridget up. She's coming in from New York City.
That's true.
Can't wait. She's fun. We haven't seen her for about 5 months. She's our daughter. She's our daughter.
She is our daughter. That's true.
What do you want to do with Bridget when she's in town?
We'll go whatever Bridget wants to do. That's the answer. But probably see some movies. We'll go have pizza because she loves pizza, and I will listen to her talk because that's fun, and she likes to talk. She's a talker.
She is a talker.
But she says interesting stuff, so I
She's smart.
love listening. It's super fun.
Do you think she'll let me interview her for our beauty thyroid beast?
I will.
Or is she
we'll leave that up to her.
Or is she gonna be too cool?
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, I'm gonna ask her if she'll talk to you about what it's like to be a family member of somebody with thyroid disorder, and give y'all some survival tips. How you survived?
Well,
the beast that was me.
You weren't that beastie, but
Oh, thank you.
poor you.
Well, all right.
If I get this issue of Men's Health with Dolph Lundgren on it, will I automatically be as in shape as Dolph Lundgren?
You are better.
Yeah. What kind of stuff? Just natural stuff?
Natural stuff.
So, are you natural?
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay, how's your background? Is your background?
Yeah, it shows it's the airport.
Okay.
There's a lot of good people coming and going. Look longingly out at the planes. It's Cracky McGee's restaurant. That's a great name for a restaurant. Cracky McGee. Makes me want to eat Cracky McGee. I think I see her.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky.
Pinch.
Hi, welcome to Fireplace Chat with Bridget Fleischer. Aren't these little mini hoops so cute?
No. Yes, of course they're cute. Okay, Bridget, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I think you know what's coming.
Yes. What is coming?
Can I film you, briefly interview you with Daddy for my Beauty Thyroid Beast channel? Yes?
I'm not sure if I have that much to say, but okay.
Okay. It's about me and you and Daddy and Aiden and how sexy you are. That's what Todd said. Bridget said yes, Todd.
To the dress? That's awesome.
I think she knew the question was coming.
I sensed it.
I could
The shocking
tell.
reveal.
I saw it on the
You
horizon.
knew because I was filming you walking down here. Because I
There were a
filmed you at
couple
the
clues.
airport.
There's a few clues.
Subtle.
It was so subtle.
I have to.
Caught on.
Well, thank you, because you didn't have to do this. You're so sweet. All right, but you were actually the first one to know about my thyroid.
Yes.
Do you remember that? Why?
Vaguely. What happened was, as a wee babe, I was pressed up against Mom's chest where the heart is, and I noticed that the heartbeat was extra fast. And I said something along the lines of, "Mommy, your heart's beating so fast." Something like that.
And you were so smart, and you knew Mommy's heart was beating too fast because you'd been inside of me not too long before.
How old were you when you did that?
2?
Yeah.
Wow.
2
Do you remember that?
This was
I very vaguely remember.
Oh my
I
God.
have like an image in my head.
I don't remember.
Well,
last
and I've
week.
told you that story a lot too, but I remember how little she was. You could barely talk, and I didn't pay attention to you. I didn't go in and get treated because I thought you're just saying that.
What's a 2-year-old know?
And it took me another year before I crashed with my thyroid storm, but I always remember you said that. Daddy. Oh, that's mine.
I'll get it, Colleen.
My family serves me. All right, well, that's it for now. I'm going to interview you and Daddy together next.
Cool.
Thank you. I'm recording all of this. So
Oh my God.
do you want me to leave the room while you talk about me, or do you want me here? Because it's
Oh, we want you here.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Because this is both
real-
a combination of a YouTube cast and an intervention.
Yeah.
We want you here. We're gonna say
gonna
things,
say what needs to be
things
said.
that we've needed to say for years
no.
and years and years. And I just had to have the strength of Bridget visiting.
It's going to be harder for us than it is for you to
I'm
hear.
going to name this something like
My thyroid.
My thyroid hostages.
My thyroid. Well, yeah, that kind of describes us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I go ahead and hair bonnet? Do you think this is?
I think hair bonnet.
Hair bonnet, do you think?
Hair bonnet, or hair ski mask.
It's hard with. I have shorter hair, so it's harder to do the bonnet.
Let's just talk smack about your mother. At least
I'm
I
just so
do.
pissed all the time.
Angry.
God, why is she so cute?
Because she's so cute. She gives you those big green googly
And she chooses to
eyes,
be
balls.
She chooses to be 5'7.5", and yet she does not give that to me.
Well,
What the heck?
How tall are you? Like 3'5"? What?
I'm 5'4".
You're a grown woman.
I'm
You're
5'4".
5'4". I guess
I'm a
in some
normal
countries
height.
that's average.
I'm
Normal.
normal. Where did
And-
this come from? Everyone in my family is so tall.
And then I just remember for me, I noticed much more after her thyroid was ablated when she went hypothyroid, because of course that zaps all your energy. Sometimes for her work, I'd have to drive her places because she didn't have the energy to drive. She was really foggy brained. Ironically, her writing was fantastic. She's a journalist at the time, so it, even more heart in the stuff that she was writing. But boy, I could tell it was such a huge struggle, energy-wise.
I do remember like a stressful energy in the house a lot. Because I was 2 to 4, very, very young. I just remember there'd be like something I knew I was, like couldn't understand, but I just knew you guys were dealing with something stressful. It was just kind of a, like, mommy sad today kind of energy.
Poor mommy. Did she, however, become even cuter than before?
I
mean, she was cute before. I married her cute, that kind of stuff. But
in my memory, she was always cute.
well,
So
what are you saying? I'm saying
What are
she's
you
always cute.
saying?
I said
What are you
even
trying
more
to say?
cute. So a funny thing that happened, Colleen, before thyroid ablation, always had these super fast reflexes, and so I never won at like foosball or
Slapjack.
slapjack.
Mom is the master of slapjack.
And of course, being a man, I hated that, even though I was, I don't want to be that way. And I won at foosball after thyroid ablation. So thank you, thyroid ablation. I finally won at a game.
I will say, even afterwards, Mom still beat me at slapjack.
Well, she's still fast. She told me about being mentally foggy. I didn't, of course, that's an internal experience, so I wouldn't know. I didn't notice that she was slower mentally or seemed to be. I just noticed the fatigue. That was the big thing, like the more tired. It's never that she was really a late night person anyway, but even more so, boy, 8 o'clock. It's still that way.
Still that way.
How many movies,
So-
Bridget? Okay, here's the intervention part. And this happened last night. How many movies have we tried to watch with your mother? Maybe even paid to go to.
The number is in the millions, Dad. Like, we can't.
Yes.
We cannot count.
So how did you feel 3 nights ago we went to see the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and you looked over, and what was your mother doing?
Well, about 15 minutes into the movie. Not 50. 15.
15
minutes. And then afterwards, we're like, what do you think?
She goes,
and she says, it's the very first plot point.
I hear a lot of people struggle with like emotionality, uncontrolled emotionality. For me, it was like 99% the fatigue. Colleen never like went off the rails or got angry about trivial things. But I know that is something that some people struggle with.
Yes, I did.
Okay, or she yells at you from behind the camera.
I blocked most of it out, so I don't even know.
Yeah.
don't
Your
even
life
know.
is a blackout from age 2 to
Now,
now
like yesterday, 2 to
23.
yesterday.
Oh my God.
2 to
that's too
yesterday.
much. Oh. Yeah. Anything else that you noticed?
I mean, and looking back, like I do see the fatigue. Of course, those are kind of my first memories, so I don't remember like, it was this, and then it was this, and then it went back to this. I just vaguely remember this, and then it changed into, I guess, now.
Yeah.
I don't remember bursts of anger or anything like that.
Until recently. Until we don't sit right or don't do the 56th take that she likes.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. Yeah, I mean, no offense to any other writers, but they're all about just the facts of the sport, and she was about the heart of the thing. And so it seemed like after struggling with thyroid problems that she was even more sensitive to the underlying struggles that other people experienced and really brought that out in their stories. I have to be honest, it's kind of hard to tell. You always wrote well. You always loved people. I mean, she always has had this like, love your enemies, love people, appreciation for the fragile and underappreciated people in the world. That just seemed to be even more amplified after thyroid. So, did you notice anything?
I mean, she's always been great to me. I don't know. Yeah. What you said.
You always worried about, are the kids getting enough attention, getting enough affection, getting enough time? And I always said that it is not about those kind of factors. It's about the love that you show. It's about how the kids end up, whether they end up great people that care about other people. And that's what happens. So clearly, it's all about the affection you show in your marriage toward the kids. The happy household that you created, that's what matters for child development. It's not about the specific activity that you did or did not do with them on that Wednesday night.
I remember a very happy home growing up, so.
There you go.
But yeah, you always said, look at how they're doing.
Yeah.
Still worried.
Look at how they turned out. Look at how they're doing. What's the product? Okay. If I had to tell families, spouses, partners, and kids how they can help if someone who has problems with thyroid, either hypo, is number one, really listen to the person, understand the disorder, read up on it a bit, basically just show some understanding and empathy for it. Because being a psychologist, I'm really used to working with people who have internal things going on that you can't see. It's not like your arm got cut off and everyone could see that you have no arm. They're internal experiences. And so it's because it's not obvious, it's sometimes harder for people to be empathetic about it. Number two advice that is similar to that is be flexible and forgiving with the odd behavior. Still, people are still responsible for their own behaviors, so it is perfectly fine to encourage someone to manage their emotions as well as they can who have thyroid problems, but at the same time understand that there's going to be those flares, those drops up and down, and you can help them manage it, but you don't want to take things too personally or too permanent if someone says something a little off character. Appreciate the relationship. A parent might be a little too tired to go out and do something that night, but as long as they're showing affection, interest, love, that's what you appreciate. I'm not trying to put words into your mouth, but why not?
Yes, I agree.
She agrees with me.
You guys are great. You make me feel so good. I don't even think I have anything when I'm with you guys.
You're like this dark specter behind the lighting.
Oh, I bet.
I love it.
I was
like
squinting
we
at
respect
the light
yet
because my
fear
eyes are so
you.
sensitive.
Do you fear and respect her?
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Okay, good.
Like a Machiavelli kind of
Okay,
way.
the best story. This is not so much having to do with hyperthyroid, but my favorite Bridget story, one of my very favorite stories, is that in our household, the worst thing that could ever happen would be to get a disappointed look from Colleen. To get a disappointed look from
What do I call my superpower?
it's the
Irish guilt, mommy guilt.
Irish mom.
Irish mom disappointed look. And so little young Bridget, I don't know what grade you were in, but what did you tell the teacher about me and not wanting to get a disappointed look from your mom?
I said I would rather be punched by dad than get guilted by mom.
Yes.
Disappoint my mom.
Disappoint my mom.
Yeah, I'd rather be punched by dad.
The best thing about that is I didn't mean it this way, but it implied that I have been punched.
I wonder why I got the stink eye from the teachers that semester. It's like, wow, did he ever punch his daughter? So yeah, that was a real high point in
What's the worst word you could say in the household?
Oh yeah.
Shut up.
Shut up. You thought
Can't
shut
say
up
that.
was a swear word.
I still feel weird saying it. I
Yes.
just can't. It took a lot to force that out.
And then you went to school and found out that all these kids were saying it, and you thought that it was because we never tell people to shut up in our household. So that was, you thought they were saying the worst swear words in the world. That was cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
So right?
Yeah.
Oh, the suffering.
So friendly.
Suffering. There's your header.
That's the hook.
There's your hook.
Hook. Now shut up.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Sandra.
Bridget, you gotta go pose in front of the tree like that picture now.
Oh yeah.
Back when you had love in your heart. Yes, I think
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
stand in
that's
front
so
of
cute.
it. You were more in front of it. Okay.
I'm gonna have her do that
Like
every time.
a smile so wide it looks painful.
Yeah. So cute.
Back when your dreams were not shattered.
So long ago.
No, I don't remember that time.
Oh,
I don't
look
remember
at you.
that time.